All right, so let's talk about a couple more things here, Forrest. We got to talk about healthcare data breaches are on the rise, and this is another interesting report. This came out from Constellia, 2021 Identity Breach Report, and what they did is they went out and they analyzed over 8,500 breaches and leakages in the past year, over 12 billion data records for it. That's a lot of stuff being sold in the underground marketplaces all over 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And what they found was that 60% of data breaches across sectors expose some sort of PII.
Yep.
And that aligns with what the data we have, which is the value of PII on the dark web and how much it's being sold for. But 72% of all these breaches included passwords. So threat actors are finding some deep value in that. I think the key takeaway, though, was the data around healthcare.
Yeah. It's just, like you touched on, the volume of data is going up.
The rate of leakage, Forrest, specifically increased about 51% for healthcare. And that is just unbelievable. That just knocks your socks off.
Yeah, the costs are going up. They're becoming more and more common. The ransomware gangs are less likely to restore your data or keep it confidential. If they're doing, a double extortion kind of attack, there's no guarantee that they're going to actually keep their word on that. Like you're dealing with some pretty scummy people that are locking down hospitals to begin with, or medical facilities or whatever. Like these people don't have a very strong moral framework. So
we'll include a linky in the description. And the thing too is that ransomware piece for us was so prevalent throughout that report. 337% rise in the payments to attackers from 2019 to 2020. Yeah. Ooh, that's just something else. So there are some lessons learned though, and we should share those. That the ransomware groups, I think you briefly mentioned this, that they're getting more hostile. They're even if you pay the ransom, they're not restoring it. They're unlikely to restore the system. So that's a key takeaway. Also, you're going to hear that the consistent theme is that multiple ransomware gangs are targeting the hospital sector. It's not just one or two, but there's different shadowy hacking groups. There's also insider employees that are snooping around trying to make a bank. So the situation's not going to get any better before it gets any worse. So you got to understand that a proactive approach is key, and hitting the entire landscape and protecting those crown jewels and having that strategic and tactical approach is necessary.
Yeah, definitely needs to be taken seriously. As you've mentioned before, failing to plan is planning to fail. Yeah. And I think at this point, anybody that is in any sort of healthcare adjacent organization really does need to do some introspection and make sure, are we actually trying to cover our bases here?
Yeah.